She didn't even bother to call, just sent a message. Please understand, it's for the best. You wouldn't fit in. That was my sister's polite way of saying I was an embarrassment. She never used harsh words. Her cruelty always came dressed in elegance. Her wedding invitation had been on my fridge for months, gold embossed, ribboned. Perfect in its smugness. Then came that text, cool and detached. Like I'd just been uninvited from a life I was never really allowed to belong to. Our parents didn't hesitate to take her side. She's marrying into a good family, my mother said, her voice heavy with approval. You know how appearances matter, as if I were some stain that might ruin the family portrait. As if the years I spent holding everything together didn't mean a thing. So, I packed what was left of my dignity and drove to the coast. I didn't cry. I just watched the waves crash against the rocks. They didn't ask permission to exist, and that made sense to me. It was on that old, rusted balcony overlooking a fading sunset that my phone started buzzing. One message, then another, then dozens. The groom had found out everything. The wedding was over. I'd only met Oliver once, my sister's fiancé. He had a polite smile, a steady handshake, and eyes that didn't miss much. He asked about me, where I lived, what I did, but before I could answer, she cut in smoothly. Oh, she's between things right now, she said with that sweet, sharp tone she used when she wanted to make me small. I caught the quick flicker in his eyes, the subtle disapproval he didn't bother to hide. He didn't like cruelty pretending to be charm. I stored that look away. I knew it would matter someday. My sister always wanted what sparkled, the perfect fiancé, the polished family name, the shiny life she could parade around. Love was never her goal. Image was. When she met Oliver, wealthy, well-bred, kind, she saw a crown. He saw someone to build a life with. She saw a prize to win, and me? I was the shadow she pretended wasn't there. The first crack appeared 2 months before the wedding. She called me in tears, panicked about Oliver's ex trying to ruin her engagement. I listened, said little, and before I could even comfort her, she hung up. No thank you, no goodbye. That same night, I got a message that wasn't meant for me, a screenshot she accidentally sent. It was a chat between her and our mother. Don't worry. Once I marry him, she'll fade away. Like always, fade away. I read those words over and over until they burned into me. But I didn't yell, didn't call, didn't respond. I just started watching. Oliver's company was public. Their charity projects, their financials all accessible. I'd spent a lifetime being overlooked. It made me an expert observer. It didn't take long to notice the little irregularities, donations, invoices, consulting fees. Tiny things, but enough to raise questions if the right person saw them. Still, I wasn't reckless. Revenge only works when the timing is perfect. The day before the wedding rehearsal, I sent Oliver a message. Someone should know where the money went. I attached a neat folder, spreadsheets, screenshots, messages. Every digital fingerprint she'd left behind. No note, no accusation. Just the truth. Hours later, my phone lit up with call after call. I knew he'd seen it. By morning, the story had reached his father. By afternoon, the venue was cleared. By evening, the guests were gone and my sister's perfect life was over before it began. She called once. I didn't answer. Then came her voicemail, her voice trembling between fury and disbelief. You ruined me, she said. Do you even realize what you've done? Yes, I did. For once, she finally felt what I had felt for years, erased, unwanted, powerless. But I didn't gloat. I didn't post about it. I didn't celebrate. I just stood on that same balcony, phone in hand, the sea wind on my face, and let the sunset close the story she'd started. People think revenge is loud shouting, broken glass, chaos. But they're wrong. Real revenge is quiet. It's the calm before the final pull of a thread. It's the silence that follows when the person who silenced you has to live inside the noise they created. I didn't destroy her. I simply revealed her. And in that truth, I found something she never could piece. As the last of the sunlight disappeared, I turned my phone off. For the first time in my life, I wasn't waiting for anyone's invitation. I was free.